Hey everyone, welcome back to North Star Off Grid. I'm Matt and I am going to give you a little update of what is to come. Make sure you stay tuned till the end because coming up next Saturday we have a special event. You might want to be part of it.
Wow, my Wally buddy. Look
at this happy dog. Look at this little happy dog. So as many of you know, we use wood to heat our cabin. One of the things that we did last year was make some simple firewood platforms that we have in random places around the property. There's one right behind you here that's just in front of our cabin. One of the next projects I want to do is clear space behind me. There's a lot of dead trees here that I want to clear out. I'd like to make a wood shed that is 24 feet wide by 8 feet deep to be able to house quite a few cords of wood. And then we'll still have platforms in a couple spots around the property to be able to stack wood to both let it dry or if it's already seasoned to be able to utilize it. I kind of want to place it across here so that it gets sunlight coming through the day just to help with drying purposes. As we're getting to the end of summer, I want to be able to get this done so that we can get another big wood delivery. And then as you'll see with the next project I talk about, we'll have a lot of firewood to buck up with a bunch of trees that we're going to be taking down. So in this area behind me, we are going to be renting an excavator in about a month, and we're going to clear space for a dog yard in this area. Currently, we have our huskies in our backyard, and it's down a hill in kind of a valley that is a lot more humid than up higher. The plan is to basically make about an acre open space to be able to fence in for the dogs. That will be our game plan going into fall. As soon as the bugs are gone, our hope is to be able to move the dogs up here, get rid of the tents that we have for them right now. Hopefully just have a wide open space that then air can flow through the cabin and hopefully in the future it'll help open up the area for less mosquitoes. There are numerous birch trees in here and that is by far my favorite firewood, I think. It'll be really nice to take some of these trees down and buck them up for firewood to go into not this coming winter, but the following winter or the winter after. Once we move the dogs from their kennels in the backyard to the dog yard we plan to clear up there, we're gonna make raised beds for gardening back here. We hope to have a bunch of them kind of across this backyard because it gets a lot of nice sun back there. And then we have our water tanks already filled up. Well, we'll probably have to unload them for winter, but they'll fill up pretty quick. So we moved to this property in the fall of last year. Last winter, we had to hike through the woods after making an access trail after parking at a neighbor's property about a half-mile away. One of our main goals for this year was to get a driveway put in. We ended up getting estimates for driveways, most of them topping $90,000 to put a driveway in. That's one reason you haven't seen us make any movements on it. In the spring, I did flag a route this direction, got all the approvals, did all the permitting, all that for it. But then once we started getting those estimates, it just seemed unrealistic to be putting in a driveway of this magnitude. It was almost 3/4 to finish this whole entire driveway, getting out to a main road. So we have started exploring getting an easement through another property owner to the other side of us who doesn't have anything built up here, hasn't actually been up here for quite a few years. And it looks like we are going to get approval for that. So it'll be a lot shorter distance, but it comes with a lot of other hurdles in the permitting process. So we are kind of at a weird crossroads. So we're going to get an excavator to clear the dog yard to do that ourselves. That was actually going to be part of the estimate of the driveway coming in. And so once we get that completed, we might start making a little bit of a path where the driveway could hypothetically go. And as we get the rest of the permitting for that to make it to the actual road, then that will probably come next year. One of the other big things that we were hoping to get is a well, but this trail behind me is too windy and tight for a well rig to get in. So we have to have a driveway in before a well company can come out and drill a well. Got some thimbleberries. One of the other projects we really want to start is a guest cabin in the space behind me. Katie's parents did bring a camper, and that was kind of a in-between plan to be able to come and help work on a guest cabin. So the camper is to the right side of your screen, and there's a trail that goes through here. And then right behind me is our access trail that was going out to where we parked in the winter. This space behind me, there's a bunch of down trees and dead standing trees. So it would be pretty easy to clear a nice little space for a cabin in this location. So that is kind of the goal. My hope is that we can start breaking ground in fall. With all the other things coming out of the bank account at the moment, I'm not sure if we'll be able to get to this in the fall. One of those things about purchasing land in a far off the beaten track location, things can be a lot more expensive. So keep that in mind if you're looking to get off grid. So here's our access trail where it comes in from our main trail that we drive in right now. Goes through here. Haven't kept up on it very well, but you can definitely still see the trail. Ultimately, the goal is to get a snowmobile, so if we have to park away from the cabin, we'll be able to snowmobile in. Either I will widen this trail, or where we plan to have the driveway in the future, if we can make a trail out that direction, I would like to make it wide enough to be able to drive a snowmobile down it. That time of year, finding some chanterelles around. Another project I hope to do pretty quick is routing solar panels into the cabin, the wire in through the cabin. Also making a pass through for our generator, possibly on this hill, clearing space on this hill, and then making a platform for the generator, and then having it go into the house, probably in one of these locations, to go in to a closet, and then we'll have the Goal Zero be able to sit in one spot, and then it will always be able to be topped up. Behind the scenes, we've been working on some merch, both to be able to wear ourselves. I guess that's the most important part. But if anybody is interested in some merch from our channel, let us know in the comments below what types of clothing or hats or anything that you would be interested in purchasing. As we are working through that process, we're trying to figure out what is worthwhile. If you have something that you're interested in purchasing with North Star Off Grid, leave us a comment down below. The blue beads have come out on the blue bead lilies. I had never seen this big down tree over here, but look at that hole in it. What do you think lives in there? Could be a pine marten? That's pretty neat. In the final update, next Saturday, August 16th, Katie and I are going to be doing a live stream from noon to 1:30, depending on how many people are joining us. If you're interested in asking questions, just chatting, hearing what we have to say, jump on board and be part of that. I'll try to put out a reminder as a community post, and I hopefully can put an upcoming video. If you're notified when we're posting things, hopefully that pops up for you. Again, August 16th from noon to 1:30, we're going to be doing a live stream. I know this wasn't that exciting of a video, but hopefully those couple announcements are worthwhile and you want to join us for that live stream next Saturday. Again, that is from noon to 1:30 Central Time. Hopefully, if you did enjoy this video, you'll give it a like, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell to be notified when we post new content, and leave us a comment with anything you want to share. Hopefully you guys have a great week. We'll see you on the next one. You gonna get it? Huh? You gonna get it? Ready, go. Ready, go.